Hey yo guys, what's happening? It's your boy Araine TJ back again with another reaction video. Today we're looking at your boy Katt Williams and what he got to say about Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. Let's get right into it.
I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri.
Hold on now.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri. King of the pals, if you ask me, baby.
I mean, like, around the neighborhood, we would dance and sing a little bit, but I mean, we really got into it a lot when we met Jermaine Dupri, our producer.
The rabbit hole of disturbing Diddy allegations is getting crazier by the day, and reports just surfaced that Katt Williams discovered Diddy and Jermaine Dupri were both allegedly grooming and violating young male artists, including Kris Kross. One of the Kris Kross members, Kris "Mac Daddy" Kelly, died of an OD in 2013, and rumors are going around that his substance addiction was triggered by some trauma he went through as a child star. We all know that stories like this one are not rare in Hollywood, and many child stars fell into addiction after being preyed on and traumatized. Think Orlando Brown, Jeanette McCurdy, Corey Feldman, Amanda Bynes, and many, many others. Now, these rumors about Jermaine Dupri doing something inappropriate to Kris Kross are not exactly new. However, a video recently resurfaced where Katt Williams called out both Diddy and Jermaine, and now fans are saying the entire entertainment industry is built on grooming, abuse, and trafficking. But what exactly did Katt say about Jermaine Dupri and Diddy? And did Kris Kross Mac Daddy really OD because of the trauma he went through? Let's get into it.
I'm gonna tell you like I told Puffy, I don't let men take me out, sir. I'm good.
So, to give you some context, Kris Kross became a mega successful hip-hop duo when they were only 12 and 13. Kris "Mac Daddy" Kelly and Kris "Daddy" Mac Smith were discovered by Jermaine Dupri in 1991, and just 1 year later, they exploded onto the scene with their massive hit, Jump. The song was literally everywhere, ruling the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 weeks straight, and went double platinum as a single. Kris Kross went on to release 3 studio albums, all of which were produced by Jermaine Dupri and achieved massive commercial success. Their first album, Totally Crossed Out, reached multi-platinum status, while their second and third were certified platinum and gold, respectively. There's no doubt that Jermaine Dupri had an ear and eye for talent, because thanks to him, Kris Kross became the most successful and youngest musical act of the early 90s. However, there's another side to this story, and after Kris "Mac Daddy" Kelly died from an OD in 2013, disturbing rumors started circulating that the boys were groomed and possibly violated during their early days of their career. On April 29, 2013, Kris was found unconscious in his Atlanta home and taken to the hospital. He sadly passed away 2 days later at age 34, and his family confirmed to the police that Kris had an extensive history of drug abuse. The following day, Jermaine Dupri shared a letter to fans and said Kris Kelly was like a son that he never had. To the world, Kris Kelly was Mac Daddy, but to me, he was the son I never had, Jermaine said. When I think about it, I spend more time with Kris and Kris than damn near anybody in my whole life, so you can imagine how bad this hurts. However, when Jermaine appeared on Vlad TV in 2018, fans thought his reaction to Vlad's question about Kris's death was strange. He didn't know exactly how old Kris was when he died, and he also got really fidgety when asked if he kept in touch with Kris.
And then one of the members passes.
No,
not right after, but years later.
Yeah, years later.
He passes at a relatively young age. Was it 30-something?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you see that coming at all? Were you guys still in contact?
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't see that coming. We was in. I mean, we just did the 20th anniversary, so it was like we had just started, having much more dialogue about them going on tour and doing other things after the 20th anniversary.
Of course, this doesn't mean that Jermaine did something to Kris. However, the rumors simply
That's not how you talk about somebody who
Fans
was a
started
son
going
to
through
you.
old interviews of Kris Kross from the early 90s and pointed out that in their first media appearances, when Kris Kross first blew up, Kris Kelly seemed very outgoing, friendly, and full of smiles. However, a few years later, he seemed broken and sad in almost every interview.
Our still our friends, then the other half of our schoolmates are jealous, and then you have some of your schoolmates that are looking up to you saying that they want to be like you, and they're gonna start their own group and stuff like that. And will you help me out?
One fan commented, "Those boys were terrified and traumatized. I see past the surface." And another person wrote, "They look so lost and traumatized, I can imagine what they had to go through as far as being in the industry." The rumors about Jermaine either doing something to Kris Kross or allowing others in the industry to do it continued to circulate for years after Kris Kelly's death. And at one point, Jermaine addressed these allegations and clapped back at a fan who commented on a since-deleted IG post, saying, "Yeah, 17 years ago you were m***ing Kris Kross, even had a lawsuit which they won, but it was kept from the public." However, Jermaine quickly fired back, "You must be out of your effing mind. I should sue you you for writing this disrespectful on my page. F out of here. Now, none of this is actual proof that Jermaine did anything to the Kris Kross boys. After all, this is a typical rumor whenever you have a young artist being mentored by someone much older and powerful in the industry. However, this specific rumor has persisted, and part of the reason is because Katt Williams came forward and publicly called Jermaine the P word. In fact, he called him the king of P's. Back in 2011, a video popped up showing Katt freestyling, and Katt came for everyone, including Diddy, Jermaine, and Steve Harvey.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah? Jermaine Dupri, king of the files, if you ask me, baby.
Now, you'll agree that what Katt called Jermaine is probably the worst thing that you can call someone. However, Jermaine never addressed Katt's comments or threatened to sue him like he threatened that random fan on Instagram. On the other hand, most people thought Katt was high on something when this was filmed, and no one really took him seriously, so maybe Jermaine thought it wasn't even worth addressing. But then the story took another turn when Bow Wow, who was also mentored by Jermaine starting at age 11, added more fuel to these rumors in 2018 when he tweeted this: "Yo, Jermaine Dupri, if you don't answer my call, I'm going to tell the world that you and blank space." So in light of these new claims about Diddy allegedly trafficking his artists, fans are starting to look sideways at all these powerful and influential industry figures. In case you missed it,
Hold on, gang. I don't know if they put how many spaces here. D-I-D-D-Y. I wonder what that could be. If these dashes like truly accurate, you feel me? But
blank space. So in light of these new claims about Diddy allegedly trafficking his artists, fans are starting to look sideways at all these powerful and influential industry figures. In case you missed it, Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal recently spilled that he witnessed Diddy saying he wanted to get Danity Kane members hooked on drugs and pimp them out.
He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, "Yo, I'ma drug their ass off and pick them out and pimp them out to my nigga." He said, "I'ma drug them out. I'ma get them all on drugs, and I'ma pimp their ass out to my nigga." I was like, "Them somebody kids."
And then, of course, Cassie dedicated a significant portion of her lawsuit against Diddy to S-trafficking, alleging that Diddy forced her into encounters with male S-workers, which he probably directed and recorded. Fans are now speculating that even if Jermaine himself didn't do anything to Kris Kross boys, he might have exposed them to things they shouldn't have been exposed to at that age. Kind of like what happened to Usher and Puffy Flavor Camp. And then there's also the fact that some industry sources claim that Jada Pinkett Smith took advantage of Chris Kelly when Chris was either 14 or 15. These allegations came from rapper Daz Dillinger, who worked closely with Tupac and produced his album, All Eyes on Me. In a 2021 interview, Daz claimed that Jada had an entanglement with Chris Kelly back in 1993.
Jada Pinkett was entangling. She was entangling with Chris Kelly from motherfucking Kris Kross, because Kris Kross was in the room and he was like, "Jada Pinkett is at the door, but don't leave. Take this weed. Chill." We like, damn, that mother gave us an ounce of weed. We're gonna kick it right here. Then he came back in, he said, "Yeah, that was Jada Pinkett." I'm like, damn, that's Jada Pinkett at a young age.
Also, we can't forget that Jaguar Wright said she heard that many young men ran away screaming from Jada and Will's house in their mentorship.
They're both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills. Bashir Gray. Left that house screaming.
Fans are now saying that even if Jermaine didn't touch Kris Kross, he should have protected them from all the evil in the industry, especially since he claimed Chris was like a son to him. One fan said, if Jermaine knew, why didn't he say something? Jermaine should be charged with a crime, and his parents knew too. Zero sympathy. As for parallels between Diddy and Jermaine, someone commented on the Katt Williams freestyle video, "He ain't lie about Puff and Jermaine Dupri," and then another fan added, "We used to wake up and wrestle in bed together, Diddy." But how do you feel about these allegations against Jermaine and Diddy? Do you think something traumatic happened to Chris Kelly as a child star? Comment down below and then check out this next video.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If you want to see the original video, if you want to check out these people right here. Oh, I'm on a different account, that's why. But yeah, just this happened. Hit subscribe, you know what I mean? Drop a like, it's that easy. I might have them down in the description below. Thanks for watching today's video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.